What's up, Balake Nation? Here's another episode of Balake Awesomeness. And we're going to do another episode of Blake's Takes, where I pick all of the college basketball games today. Today's Monday, and there's not very much games. There's already one this morning, so I can't pick that one. NAU won 80-77 in overtime. Comment down below if any of you guys are NAU or SUU fans, or any of these other teams I named. Comment down below if you are a fan of those teams, and comment down below who you think is going to win the game of the day. And that game of the day today will be the 16 Texas Tech, who's 16-4, versus the 15-4 TCU. Comment down below who you think is going to win that game, and I'll get started. First game is the 2-seed Duke, 17-2, versus Notre Dame, who's 11-9. Duke's supposed to win by 15 at 5 o'clock on ESPN. So, I think I'm going to go with Duke on that one. Next one is Howard versus Maryland Eastern Shore. Maryland Eastern Shore is 3-19. Howard's 9-12. On ESPNU at 5. Howard's supposed to win by 13.5. I got Howard too. Bethune-Cookman University, who's 8-12, versus 3-19 Coppin State. BCU is supposed to win by 3.5 at 5:30. I got BCU. 9-11 NC Central versus 5-14 Savannah State. I'll go with North Carolina Central is supposed to win by 2.5 at 5:30. There used to be a college, Sheridan Generals player. There used to be, or there still is, a player from the Sheridan Generals that was on Why do I keep saying that? North Carolina Central University, and he went to Sheridan, and I live in Sheridan, so I'll go NC Central. 7-14 Florida A&M versus the 8-12 Morgan State. I got Morgan State's by 4 at 5:30. I got Morgan State by 6. Here's Alcorn State, 6-13, 3-17 Alabama A&M. Last year, Alabama A&M had like 1 or 2 wins, I think. Alabama A&M by 2 at 6:30. Alcorn State, not even close, by like 15. Alcorn State. 8-11 Texas Southern. There's 3-17 Missouri Valley State, who's 3-17. Texas Southern's 8-11, and they beat Oregon, and Oregon's pretty good. And they had Bull, and so I got Texas Southern. 3-17 Southern versus 7-10 Alabama State. Alabama State by 6 at 6:30. I got Alabama State by about 11. Prairie View A&M, who's 8-11, versus the 7-12 UAPB. I don't know what that stands for. Comment down below if you know what UAPB stands for. Prairie View A&M, I think it might just be Prairie View. Yeah, I think it might be Prairie View. By 1.5 at 6:30. I got Prairie View by about 3. And then this one, it was hard to decide it was either the 15-4 TCU or the 16-4 Texas Tech game, who's the 16. I couldn't decide between that game or 13-6 Baylor versus 15-5 Oklahoma. Oklahoma just dropped out of the rankings. And Baylor beat West Virginia, who beat Kansas, so it was hard to decide this one. I did decide to go with TCU Texas Tech game. So at 7 o'clock tonight on ESPNU, it's the 15-5 Oklahoma versus the 13-6 Baylor. Oklahoma's by 5.5. I got Oklahoma by 4. Here's the game of the day. Comment down below if you think TCU, who's 15-4, or the 16 seed, well, the 16 ranked team, Texas Tech, who's 16-4. Tonight at 7 on ESPN, Texas Tech by 5.5. Make sure to watch this game and comment down below who you think is going to win. This one's actually a hard one. I picked TCU over Kansas. That didn't turn out pretty good, but TCU's only has 4 losses. Texas Tech does 2. I got TCU in a upset. And that's all of our games today. Comment down below who you think's going to win for the games, and especially the game of the day. And subscribe and leave a like. Bye, Blockade Nation.